Every major tool brand you trust is owned by one of two corporations, and neither of them is the company whose name is on the box. The Milwaukee in your hand is owned by a Hong Kong conglomerate called Techtronic Industries. The DeWalt on the shelf next to it is owned by Stanley Black & Decker, a company formed in 2010 by merging a hardware business founded in 1843 with a power tool company founded in 1910. Between them, these two corporations control roughly 65% of the North American power tool market. And they have spent the last 2 decades engineering a system designed to make sure you never stop buying. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how that system works, why the tools on the shelf today are built differently than the ones that built this country, and what the tradesmen who know the difference are actually buying instead. If you have walked down the tool aisle at Home Depot or Lowe's recently, you probably felt like you were looking at a competitive marketplace. You see Milwaukee, DeWalt, Ryobi, Rigid, Craftsman, Porter Cable, Bostitch, dozens of names, dozens of colors, dozens of price points. You assume these are independent companies fighting each other for your dollar, and that the best product wins. That assumption is the foundation the entire system is built on. Because in reality, Techtronic Industries owns Milwaukee, Ryobi, Rigid Power Tools, Hart, and several others. Stanley Black & Decker owns DeWalt, Craftsman, Porter Cable, Bostitch, and Black & Decker. The competition you think you are participating in is mostly theater, and the tools it produces are not built the same way they used to be. Stay with me, because what comes next explains why a tradesman with 30 years of experience is hunting for tools made before you were born. Let us start with how the consolidation happened. Milwaukee Tool was founded in 1924 in Wisconsin. It built its name, making the first lightweight portable electric drills, the kind Henry Ford specifically requested to speed up his assembly lines. For decades, Milwaukee meant one thing: heavy-duty American tools built to last a working life. Then in 2005, Techtronic Industries acquired Milwaukee for $626 million. At the time, Milwaukee was generating $850 million in revenue. Today, under Techtronic ownership, Milwaukee alone generates over $5 billion annually. That sounds like a success story. But here is what drove that growth. Techtronic did not make Milwaukee's existing tools better. They expanded the product line aggressively, moved manufacturing overseas, and built a battery ecosystem specifically designed to trap you. The average professional contractor now owns 23 cordless tools and 11 batteries. Because those batteries are not compatible between brands, or even between generations of the same brand, switching costs are enormous. Once you are in the red ecosystem or the yellow ecosystem, you are in it. Brand loyalty among professional trades exceeds 80%. Not because of quality, because of the economics of escape. And here is the part that should change how you look at every new tool release. The business model is not selling you a great tool. The business model is selling you into a battery platform. The tool is the gateway. The battery is the subscription. A single high-end Milwaukee or DeWalt battery retails for $150 to $200. Users who bought batteries in 2023 and 2024 are already reporting premature failure. Batteries failing within 18 months of regular use. And the counterfeit market has exploded alongside it. There are now fake Milwaukee and DeWalt batteries on major retail platforms that are visually indistinguishable from the real ones, but built to a fraction of the specification. The brand you trusted cannot control what is being sold under its name online. But the deeper issue is the tools themselves. Modern cordless tools are built around brushless motors controlled by circuit boards. That technology produces real performance gains, more torque, better efficiency, longer run time. But when the circuit board fails, and they fail regularly, the repair math does not work. The cost of sourcing and replacing a proprietary circuit board approaches or exceeds the price of a new unit. So the tool gets thrown away. That is not a side effect of the technology. It is the intended outcome. A tool you repair is a tool you are not replacing. And replacement is the revenue model. Wait, because it actually gets worse when you look at what happened to the brand names themselves. Stanley Black & Decker paid $900 million for the Craftsman brand in 2017. $900 million for a name. They then paid $1.95 billion the same year for Irwin and Lennox. Two more names that meant something to tradesmen. The acquisition playbook is consistent across every deal. Buy the brand equity built over decades by a company that genuinely cared about the product. Consolidate the manufacturing to reduce per unit cost. Keep the price the same or raise it, and collect the margin on the reputation someone else built. The name on the box is now a financial asset being liquidated, not a commitment to the standard that created it. So, what do the tradesmen who actually understand this system do instead? First, they hunt the pre-acquisition era. A Milwaukee corded tool from before 2005, before the Techtronic takeover, is a fundamentally different object than what is on the shelf today. Those tools were built with all-metal gearboxes, copper-wound motors, and carbon brush systems that any tradesman can rebuild for under $20 in parts. Many of them are still running on job sites after 40 and 50 years of daily use. The same applies to Porter cable tools from before Stanley Black & Decker absorbed the brand, and to Skillsaw corded circular saws from the 70s and 80s. These are not collector's items. They are working tools that tradesmen actively seek out because they understand the difference between a product built to last and a product built to be replaced. Estate sales, online auction platforms, and pawn shops are where this market lives, and the prices reflect the fact that more tradesmen have figured this out every year. Second, they look at the brands the duopoly does not own. Hilti, founded in 1941 in Liechtenstein, is privately held and sells exclusively through its own direct sales force. No Home Depot, no Lowe's. The business model is built on tool durability and service contracts, not battery ecosystem revenue. A Hilti tool is expensive precisely because the company cannot afford to sell you a bad one. Their entire commercial relationship depends on that tool performing. German Metabo, now owned by Hitachi's parent company but still manufactured to German standards, maintains a reputation among European tradesmen that the conglomerates have spent years failing to match. These are the brands that compete on the quality of the product itself, not the stickiness of the ecosystem. Third, and this is the detail most tradesmen overlook entirely, for any stationary or shop tool where cordless is not a requirement, a corded tool from a reputable era is almost always the superior choice. A corded Milwaukee whole hog from 1985 has unlimited runtime, full torque at any temperature, and a motor that can be rewound if it burns out. No battery to fail, no circuit board to brick, no proprietary system to lock you in. The cordless revolution solved a real problem on job sites that require mobility. It also created a revenue model that has quietly replaced durability as the primary design objective for every major brand. The tool industry understood something important about the American tradesman. Once you have invested thousands of dollars in a battery platform, you will absorb a lot of quality decline rather than start over. And they have been counting on exactly that for the last 20 years. If you found this useful, hit subscribe, because the next video names the specific vintage models worth hunting right now, and the exact years each brand crossed the line from built to last to built to be replaced.